Hello everyone, welcome on the platform of Unacademy. Let's crack CBSE Science. Good morning to each one of you. First of all, a very happy Christmas to one of you. So today we are going to have our discussion on the full chapter of human reproduction. Okay. So before we start, here comes my introduction that I am Divya Gupta. I have done MSc in microbiology. I have around 50 years of teaching experience and I am completely passionate about teaching. Just wait a second, something is wrong. That was all about my introduction. Now let's talk about the Unacademy's platform. That on the platform of Unacademy, you people are having two different subscription options. One is the iconic and other is the plus. Education दोनों पे same है. Only the difference is in the benefits of that subscription. तो बात करते हैं iconic की. So in iconic, you are going to have personal mentor. Okay, direct one-to-one interaction with the educator. Hello Pranita, good morning. Then your parents can also get connected to us because they will have your weekly report. Live doubt solving sessions will be there. Okay, and you are going to have all the benefits of the plus. These are the benefits of the iconic subscription. In the plus subscription, you are going to have daily live classes. Okay, so that you can have interaction with your educator. Structural course will be provided to you so that you can best prepare for a particular examination. Live test and the quizzes will be held for you. Will help you in the performance, and you are having the unlimited access to all the courses. So what we will get, that we have already seen. This is how the live class looks like. You are being prepared with the top educators, comprehensive syllabus. If you have not yet downloaded the Unacademy application, please download it right now. Make your account, select the course, and have the subscription of Unacademy. We are also available on the Telegram application. So for that, kindly download the Telegram app, type this URL link and join button. So if you want to have plus subscriptions, plus if you want iconic subscription, iconic. For plus for 6 months the amount was 10,000, but now that has been reduced to 9,000 only. That is, you have to make use of the referral code DG007 to have the 10% discount. In iconic for 6 months amount was 17,000, but now it's reduced to 15,300. Okay, for that also you can make use of the code, that is DG007. Whenever you are having the subscription of Unacademy or anyone in your contact is having the subscription of Unacademy, all of them can make use of this. Okay, let's start with the today's topic. Yes, first comes the male reproductive system. That what are the parts which are included in the male reproductive? What are the accessory glands? That we are going to see first. So function of a male reproductive system. पहला function क्या है? To produce and to transport the sperms, the semen, and another function is to secrete the male hormones, because in order to produce the sperm, okay, including that the production of male hormone is also a very essential thing. Okay, then and only then the male will have the male characters. Okay, and there are many other reasons also. So location क्या है male reproductive system की? Pelvic region, as this is for females also. There is occurrence of testes in the outside the body. Okay, then there are accessory glands and external genitalia. So my dear students, as we are on the one shot revision, so if you find that system is going very fast, just let me know, because it's one shot revision, so we cannot go that much in detail, but yes, we can clear our point. We are having a revision only. Then testes, they are located outside the abdominal cavity in a pouch called scrotum. Okay, so testes, their location is always in a pouch like structure that we call it as scrotum. उसके अंदर there is a pair of testes. Shape होता है उसका oval. Size is 4 to 5 centimeter length and 2 to 3 centimeter wide. Okay, then it is having a very dense covering. Testicular compartments are there that are 250 in number. In each testis there will be small compartments, and they will be around 250 in one testis. Scrotum, the function of this scrotum is to maintain the low temperature, because for the formation of testes sorry, for the formation of sperm, it needs little bit lower temperature as compared to the body. In your textbook, it is mentioned 2 to 5 degrees Celsius low, but actually it is approximately 3 degrees Celsius low. Okay, so if in the exam, अगर आपके एग्जाम में आता है 2 to 5, तो kindly click on that. और अगर वो 3 डिग्री के आसपास आता है तो you can go with this option, so that proper function of spermatogenesis can take place. Then this is the shape of the side view of the testes. Okay, you can see that these are the compartments. Okay, इसको हम lobules बोलते हैं. Fine, and the zigzag like structure completely, you know, this पूरी जो DNA जैसा दिख रहा है, actually it is not a DNA, it is a seminiferous tube. Let's learn about it, then we will come back on this figure. Seminiferous tubule क्या होते हैं? It is the place where actually the sperms are going to get produced. Okay, तो हमने देखा ना अभी इस फिगर में seminiferous tubule with zigzag like structure, this compact form structure you can see. These are the place where the sperms are getting produced. Okay, so it is a highly coiled structure. That it is a place where the sperms is produced. Fine, it is lined by two cells, male germ cell and Sertoli cells. ठीक है, male germ cells क्या करेंगे? They will help in the production of they will help in the formation of spermatogonosis. Okay, and Sertoli cells in future they are going to provide the nutrition. Let's see about it also. Male germ cells they will undergo the process of meiotic division and they will produce the sperms. Because sperms are the male gametes. Gametes are always haploid in structure. Okay, तो meiotic division से ही बनेगा. Sertoli cells का काम क्या है? To provide the nutrition to the germ cells. Because germ cells in future they have to first वो पहले sperm cell बनाएंगे. Then that sperm it has to travel outside the male body and it has to come enter into the female body and it has to get merged with the egg cell. तो इतना सब कुछ प्रोसेस होने के लिए इट नीड्स अ वेरी मच अमाउंट ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, इट नीड्स वेरी हाई अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी ऑल्सो. तो यहाँ पे वो न्यूट्रिशन प्रोवाइड करने वाला काम कौन करता है? सर्टोली सेल्स. देन कम्स द इंटेस्टिनल सेल्स. Interstitial cells, sorry, region outside the seminiferous tubules. It is having blood vessels and intestinal cells. ठीक है, तो हमने देखा था कि दिस वाज द शेप ऑफ द टेस्टिस और इसके अंदर छोटे छोटे कंपार्टमेंट्स, और इन कंपार्टमेंट्स में हमने देखा था कि देयर वर दी सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल. तो ये जो बाहर का एरिया है ना सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल का, ये वाला एरिया जहाँ पे सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल का जिगजैग स्ट्रक्चर, कॉम्पैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, उस स्पेस को हम बोलते हैं इंटेस्टिनल स्पेस. वहाँ पे होते हैं इंटरस्टिशियल सेल्स और इंटरस्टिशियल सेल्स, और यू कैन यूज दी वर्ड लेडिक सेल्स. लेडिक सेल्स का काम क्या होता है? टू प्रोड्यूस फीमेल हार्मोन दैट इज एंड्रोजन. ओके, एग्जाम में ये काफी बार पूछा जाता है बच्चा बाड़ी दैट व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ लेडिक सेल्स. You should know that its function is to produce the testicular hormone or the male hormone that we call it as androgen. Okay, और इनकी लोकेशन क्या होती है? Inside the testis, in the outside region of seminiferous tubules. Okay, then this is the figure which is given. You can see the Sertoli cells which are going to provide the nutrition. ये पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर दिया हुआ है ना गोल वाला, that is the seminiferous tubules. ठीक है, फिर ये जर्म सेल्स हो जाएंगे दैट आर गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर दैट इज स्पर्म्स. Sertoli cells that are going to provide the nutrition, and Leydig cells that in future are going to produce the male hormone that is androgen. Okay, same figure that is given in your textbook also. Okay, अब बात करते हैं एक्सेसरी डक्ट्स की, दैट इज जिनका काम टू प्रोड्यूस द एक्स्ट्रा फ्लूइड, और आई कैन से उनका काम ये भी होता है कि जो स्पर्म सेल्स बने हैं उनको बाहर निकालने वाला वो जो पूरा रास्ता है दैट विल बी डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ एक्सेसरी डक्ट. ओके, तो एक्सेसरी डक्ट्स में आते हैं रेडियोटेस्टिस, वास एफ्रेंशिया, एपिडिडाइमिस, वास्टिया. ओके, तो आप देखो दिस आर द टेस्टिस. ओके, ये पूरा टेस्टिस है. दिस इज द सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स, द जिगजैग स्ट्रक्चर, कॉम्पैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर। ठीक है, सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल से बाहर निकलते ही आता है रेटिटेस्टिस, मतलब स्पर्म सेल्स जो सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स में बने हैं, as soon as they are going to being mature, बन जाएंगे, first they will come in the रेटिटेस्टिस, you can see ये net like structure। रेटिटेस्टिस से now they are going to come out into vas afferentia। ठीक है, वो vas afferentia में आ जाएंगे। अब ये जो vas afferentia है, it is having 3 different parts like head, okay, body structure and the tail। okay, vas afferentia, then it will come into contact with yes, wait, vas afferentia, yes, sorry, vas afferentia से आएंगे, this is the, ये जो आपको दिख रहा है वो vas afferentia है। vas afferentia से they will come into contact with the epididymis। ठीक है, epididymis में 3 parts है, head, body and tail। मतलब sperms they were produced in this, they come into contact with reticestis, then they came out in the vas afferentia। vas afferentia से जाएंगे in the epididymis, head portion का एक body portion, then comes the tail portion। ठीक है, tail portion से from the back side they will come out with the help of vas deferens on the 4th number। अब vas deferens से वो बाहर आ जाएंगे and then they will cover the urinary bladder and along with that there will be other accessory glands। Got it? तो सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स के अंदर स्पर्म्स प्रोड्यूस हुए, रेटिटेस्टिस में आए, रेटिटेस्टिस से they came into contact with the vas afferentia, फिर epididymis and then vas deferens। This is the pathway for the sperms to come out of the testes। Okay, now this path we have already seen, seminiferous tubules, reticestis, then vas afferentia। vas afferentia से जैसे ही खत्म हो जाएगा they are going to leave the testes। okay, then epididymis, epididymis के 3 parts आएंगे, head, body, tail, vas deferens, then they will come into contact with the accessory glands like seminal vesicle, then urethra, and then it will come out of the urethral meatus from where the urine comes out। okay, so this part we have already seen, we are not going to discuss it again। now enlarged end of the penis। okay, so enlarged end of the penis is known as glans penis। okay, the uppermost skin, and it is covered with this loose fold of the skin, इसको हम बोलते हैं foreskin। fine, so you can see in the figure the red colored structure, this is the foreskin। okay, and this is the gland penis, the upper had enlarged portion of the penis। hello Sunita Sharma, good morning। now comes the accessory glands, that are the glands which are doing the function of secreting something। okay, so let's see, accessory glands पे 3 आते हैं, seminal vesicle, prostate and bulbourethra। अब इन तीनों का मिला के एक कॉमन फंक्शन इज गिवन इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक, दैट इज सिक्रीशन फॉर्म्स seminal plasma which is rich in fructose, calcium and many other enzymes। okay, तो इन तीनों का सिक्रीशन it forms the seminal plasma, and this seminal plasma it is rich in the fructose, calcium and many other enzymes, because this will be required by these sperms, because they are going to leave the penis, then they will come into contact with the female body। female body में भी vagina, cervix, uterus and then inside it there will be the egg cell। okay, इतना लंबा रास्ता तय करने के लिए they need full energy। okay, they need some enzymes also, that is the function that will be done by the accessory gland। secretion of bulbourethral gland is for the lubrication of penis, so that lubrication of penis is also very much essential so that the copulation can be little bit easy। okay, so that function is done by the bulbourethral gland। then this is just a rare view of the full structure। so you can see the vas deferens, it is coming out of the testes, then it will come out and it is going to cover the whole uterus, and then it will come out with the help of seminal vesicle। Now let's talk about the female reproductive structure. Okay, male reproductive system is completely clear to you. You are having any doubt or any query? If yes, just let me know. Okay, fine. So let's start with the female reproductive structure. So when we talk about the female reproductive structure, it is having pair of testes, sorry, pair of ovaries, pairs of oviduct, that is fallopian tube. Okay, then comes the uterus, cervix, vagina and external genitalia. So all this comes into the female reproductive structure. Its location is also the pelvic region. Okay, we know very well. Now this is how the female reproductive structure looks. So you can see that the pair of ovaries, pair of oviduct, okay, that is fallopian tube. Okay, then comes the fundus, the uppermost part of the uterus. Here is the uterus. Okay, then the uterus is going to open into cervix, and this cervix is going to get open into the vagina. Okay, so these are the main reproductive structure parts of the female reproductive structure. Okay. Yes, its location is the pelvic region itself, right? So yes, there is also one reason that the pelvic region of the female, okay, the lower stomach area, that we call it as pelvic region. So pelvic region of the female are little bit more enlarged as compared to the male pelvic region. Why? Because in future the female has to carry the baby in her uterus for some time. Okay, so for that to hold the embryo, that's why the pelvic region of the females that are little bit enlarged, broader as compared to the male pelvic region. Okay. Now that this figure we will see later during process of fertilization. Now the female reproductive system along with the mammary glands, okay, it supports. So when we are talking about the female reproductive structure, so in that we also include the pair of the mammary glands, that is the breast. Why? Because in future female reproductive structure में ovulation हो जाएगा, fertilization हो जाएगा, pregnancy हो जाएगा, but for the child care there needs the mammary glands. Okay. Now let's talk about the ovaries. New at class. Yes, Nika Sharma, she is new at class. This is not much clear to you, right? I should increase the. I should change the color. Wait a second. Okay, fine. Now the ovaries, primary sex organs, because if the ovaries will not be there, then how the eggs will be produced? Obviously not. Okay, produces ovum and the steroid hormone, that is ovarian hormone, and also the female reproductive hormones. They are located in the lower abdominal area, connected to the pelvic wall and uterus by the ligaments. Its length is 4 centimeter, only this much. Each ovary is covered with epithelium, enclosed with ovarian stroma. Now, this stroma is in the stroma is divided into two different zones: पेरिफेरल कॉर्टेक्स एंड इनर मेड्यूला. ओके, तो जैसे हमने किडनी का शायद आपने अगर साइड स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ा होगा, इन दैट ऑल्सो किडनी के अंदर बाहर वाला पोर्शन इज द कॉर्टेक्स एंड द इनर पोर्शन इज द मेड्यूला. सेम नेम्स आर देयर, पेरिफेरल कॉर्टेक्स एंड इनर मेड्यूला. Now in this figure you can see that this is the medulla area and the outside region, okay, that is the cortex area. यहाँ से यहाँ तक बाहर वाला is the cortex area, while inner is the medulla area, right? Now the sectional view that we will see later. First we are going to learn about what are the different structures. I'll start using color draw because it is here. Coral jaw. Just wait a second. Huh? Okay, for some portions I have made it clear. जहाँ पे भी अटकेगा, again we are going to start. Okay. Now comes the accessory ducts. Accessory ducts में आते हैं हमारे ओविडक्ट, यूट्रस एंड वजाइना. ठीक है, बिकॉज accessory ducts हमने उनको क्यों बोला है, तो उनका सिर्फ काम है to carry the egg from the ovary up to the uterus or the vagina. Okay. Now first let's talk about the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube, that is the tube that is coming out of the ovary. ठीक है, ओवरी जो दो साइड में लोकेटेड है, उन चीज को कनेक्ट कर, ओवरीज को यूट्रस से कनेक्ट करने वाला काम, दैट इज द वर्क ऑफ द fallopian tube. ओके, अ ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. So it is having the length of 10 to 12 centimeter, almost this side, this much. Okay, from ovary to the uterus, it is making a connection. Infundibulum, fimbriae. Okay, these are the two main words which are connected with the fallopian tube. So infundibulum, part closer to the ovary, it is a funnel shape. So this is the ovary, okay, and this is the funnel shape structure, that is part connected to the ovary. Okay, and it is a funnel shaped structure because it has to be like this. This is the ovary, okay, and it has to be like this. So as soon as the process of ovulation, जैसे ही ovulation होगा, ovary में से egg cell release होगा, at the same moment the infundibulum is going to catch that egg, okay, and will pass to the uterus. Fimbriae, they are the finger like projections and it is a funnel shape. Okay, तो ये जो पूरा है ना, दिस इज द इनफंडिबुलम, ये पूरा स्ट्रक्चर इनफंडिबुलम, और इस इनफंडिबुलम की स्टार्टिंग में फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस होते हैं, इनको हम बोलते हैं फिम्ब्री. ओके, इट हेल्प्स इन द कलेक्शन ऑफ ओवम आफ्टर द प्रोसेस ऑफ ओव्यूलेशन. नाउ you can see in this figure very well, this is the fimbriae, okay, finger like projections, infundibulum. Infundibulum के बाद आता है ampulla, okay, and this ampulla is that place जहाँ पे fertilization होगा. Suppose there is a copulation between the couples and the sperms comes out, sperms comes under the uterus, okay, so fertilization जहाँ होगा, okay, so sperm, it has to get entry into this, it has to travel this whole path and it has to come this in this ampulla region. अगर ampulla region में fertilization हुआ, then and only then the female can become pregnant, because it will need 3 to 4 days to get converted into 6 cell stage and then it will come into the uterus. Okay, so this is the place where the fertilization actually takes place inside the female body. Okay, isthmus is the area which is almost a straight portion. Okay, so make sure that you will remember the word ampulla, place where the fertilization takes place. So all this structure makes the fallopian tube. Okay, okay, fine. Now this is the pathway which is given to us. Ovary, ovary से आता है ovum. Ovum is released into, it comes into contact with fimbriae, then infundibulum, ampulla, isthmus and uterus. So you can see that this is the ovary. यहाँ से egg cell release हुआ, infundibulum में आया, पहले fimbriae contact में आएगा, then infundibulum, then ampulla, then isthmus, okay, and then it will come into the uterus. Fine. Looking so beautiful and so much for a comment. Okay, now comes the uterus. Uterus, it is always single. Okay, then it is also called the womb of the mother because it is the place where the mother is going to carry her child for the 9 months. It is always of the inverted pear shape because pears, they are of this shape. its shape, pear they are of this shape, है ना? So it is a inverted pear shaped structure. Now it open into vagina through the cervix. So नीचे आएगा, there will be the cervix, okay, and then comes the vagina. Fine. Cavity of cervix is known as cervical canal. Fine. Now there are three layers on the uterus. They are the perimetrium, myometrium, and endometrium. Okay. Perimetrium will make the outer layer. Myometrium it will make the middle layer of the uterus, and the endometrium it is the innermost layer of the uterus. And this is the endometrium that gets shades of during each and every month's menstrual cycle. Okay, the bleeding process that occurs in each and every menstrual cycle, that is because of the shading of endometrium. Okay, shading of किसका हो जाता है? Endometrium का. That's why there is a menstrual cycle in every month. Myometrium, its function is to provide the strong contraction during the parturition, or we can say delivery of a baby. Okay, so when there is a process of parturition going on inside the female body, at that moment this myometrium is going to provide, it is going to create this strong contraction, and because of that strong contraction itself, there will be the delivery of a baby. Fine. Now in this figure clear to you, perimetrium, myometrium and endometrium. So every month endometrium develop hoti hai, every month it gets shades of, again it starts developing. Okay, now comes the external genitalia of the female reproductive structure. Okay, what are the structures which are included in the external genitalia? Just wait a second, I'm back in minute. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Fine. So external genitalia that are also included in the female reproductive structures. So the parts of the external genitalia, they are the mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen. Okay, hymen is that layer that breaks during the process of intercourse, or we can say coitus. But it's not always that the hymen will break only during the process of intercourse or the copulation. Hymen may also break. This hymen layer will also break when there is a very vigorous exercise or in the sports woman. Okay, so those women who are having a very high amount of exercise daily because they are the sports women or the gymnastic women, in that the hymen layer gets shades off or the breaks off. Okay, so it is not that layer through which we can judge that whether the female is virgin or not. Okay, clitoris, it is the junction between both of the labia. Let's see with the help of a figure. Clitoris जो labia majora और labia minora को merge कर रही है. Labia majora, the outer cushion like structure which also bears the hairs. Okay, pubic hairs. Labia minora, hymen, you can see it is included in, it is there inside the vagina. Okay, at the opening of vagina this hymen layer is there, and by looking at the hymen layer or by judging the condition of the hymen layer, we cannot judge whether the female is virgin or not, because it may also breaks when there is a vigorous exercise. Okay, opening of vagina, opening of urethra from where the urination occurs, and there is perineum, the extra portion, and there is a anus. Okay, so this all are the parts of female external genitalia. Now comes the mammary glands. As we have already seen that mammary glands are also included when we are talking about the female reproductive structure. Okay, they also occurs in pairs. Okay, it is a glandular tissue with fats. Okay, glandular tissue of each breast, it is containing 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Each have a cluster called alveoli. Okay, so alveoli दे आर नॉट द सेम एल्वियोली विच आर देयर इन दी लंग्स. लंग्स के अंदर भी एल्वियोली होती है. ठीक है, लंग्स के अंदर एल्वियोली का काम क्या है? टू डू द प्रोसेस ऑफ एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. बट मेमोरी ग्लैंड्स के अंदर एल्वियोली का काम एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस नहीं है. एल्वियोली का काम है secrete the milk. In the mammary glands, the function of the alveoli is to secrete the milk. Fine. It is stored in the lumen, then it comes in the mammary tubule, joins and forms the mammary duct. It comes into lactiferous duct, and then milk is sucked out. Let's see more for it. So my dear students, up to here everything is clear to you, right? I am not going very fast. Is it so? If you feel that I am going very fast, you just let me know, because this is just a revision portion. That's why I am not explaining that much in detail. Okay, that's good, Pranita. Fine. तो हम बात कर रहे थे फीमेल मेमोरी ग्लैंड्स की. That is, these are the small alveoli, mammary lobules. You can see that they are the alveoli. In this alveoli, the milk will be secreted. Then it comes out of the mammary tubule. Okay, this tube-like structure. Then comes the mammary duct, ampular region, lactiferous duct, and the nipple, from where it will be sucked out. Okay, and no, you are doing good. Thank you so much, Pranita. Fine. So this series you have to remember. That is mammary lobules, then mammary tubules, mammary duct, ampular, lactiferous duct. Okay, this is the path from where the milk comes out. We should know actually what is actually the path, because there are high chances in the examination they will ask you the path in the form of flow chart. Okay, now this is the portion which is in between the breast region, but outside that region there you can see the fatty tissue. Okay, so fat layer is there, thick fat layer is there, so as to provide the protection to this alveoli, because alveoli, they are doing so sensitive function is to produce the milk. Okay, so they are always covered with the fat tissue from all the sides. Now comes the gametogenesis in the male. That is the formation of sperms. That's how the process of sperm formation takes place. What is the mitosis? When is the meiosis takes place? That all things we are going. So we all know that the primary sex organ is the testes, and it produces the sperms by the process of gametogenesis. Now, what happens at the puberty? Puberty means when the male child is reproductively active. Okay, or is being reproductively active. मतलब males के लिए the age is around 13 to 15 years of age. At that moment, the male child, the boy, starts behaving as a adult. Okay, or it will be that he will be having many different secondary sexual characters also. Okay, ma'am, what's the background music? Is there any background music? Okay, so again that problem is occurring. I think something is wrong with my mic. Just give me a minute, I'm back. Maybe now the problem has been solved. If not, then let's see. No, it is not solved. Pachapadi, there is something wrong with my system, maybe. That's why there is a background music. But this doesn't mean that my voice is not at all clear. It is clear when I'm speaking. At that moment, there is some murmuring sound from the back. Sorry for the inconvenience, students. But please be connected with me, because it is not going to affect our studies. Okay. So हम बात कर रहे थे, yes, during the puberty the male child becomes reproductively active. Okay, immature male cells, that is spermatogonia, it starts producing the sperm by the process of spermatogenesis. In seminiferous tubule walls ये क्या होता है, spermatogonium 2n is present. It undergoes the mitotic division and it increases its number. Don't worry, let's see. देखो क्या होता है, फ्लो चार्ट में भी दिया हुआ है. ओके, हम वो भी देखेंगे, पहले हम ये देख लेते हैं. सम स्पर्मेटोगोनिया कॉल्ड प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट। ठीक है, तो स्पर्मेटोगोनिया क्या करते हैं, अपने आप का पहले माइटोटिक डिवीजन करते। सपोज दिस इज अ स्पर्मेटोगोनिया, तो ये पहले अपना क्या करेगा, इट विल अंडरगो दी माइटोटिक डिवीजन। ठीक है, माइटोटिक डिवीजन करने से इट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज इट्स नंबर, वो अपने नंबर इंक्रीज कर देगा। ठीक है, माइटोटिक डिवीजन हो गया, बहुत सारे स्पर्मेटोगोनिया प्रोड्यूस हो गए। ठीक है, अब उनमें से कुछ सेल्स को हम बोलेंगे प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोगोनिया। सम स्पर्मेटोगोनिया वी विल कॉल इट दैम इट एज प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट, दैट इज 2n स्ट्रक्चर। अब ये प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट जो है, इट विल अंडरगो द प्रोसेस ऑफ फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन। तो क्या हो जाएगा, फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन हो जाएगा। फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन से क्या हो जाएगा, प्रोसेस ऑफ सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स फॉर्मेशन विल अकर। ठीक है, सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स बन गए, पहले प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स बने, देन सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स बन गए, फिर उनका सेकेंड मियोटिक डिवीजन होगा। फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन में क्या बना, सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट। ठीक है, देखो आप, प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट, फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन से क्या बना, 2n means diploid, yes 2n means diploid, okay, and n means haploid, fine. So diploid means it is having the copy of the chromosomes and it is single pair of chromosomes, single chromosome, not a pair. सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट बनेगा, सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट का फिर से मियोटिक डिवीजन होगा, स्पर्मेटिड्स बनेंगे। अब ये स्पर्मेटिड्स दे आर गोइंग टू फॉर्म दी स्पर्म्स, और वी कैन से स्पर्मेटोजोआ। ठीक है, आप स्पर्म्स बोलो, स्पर्मेटोजोआ बोलो, दैट मीन्स द सेम। ठीक है, तो ये जो छोटे छोटे स्पर्मेटिड बनेंगे, दैट स्पर्मेटिड विल बिकम मोर एंड मोर एक्टिव, ओके, दे विल गेन मोर एनर्जी, उनके अंदर फिजिकल चेंजेस आएंगे, उससे क्या बनेगा, स्पर्म बनेगा by the process of spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis is that process of formation of sperm from spermatid. From spermatid to sperm. This process is known as spermiogenesis. Okay, spermatid से sperm बनने वाला process. Got it? Now, आफ्टर स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस, दैट इज स्पर्म्स अब अच्छे से बन गए, दे विल एम्बेड देयर हेड इनसाइड दी सर्टोली सेल्स। हमने देखा था सर्टोली सेल्स थे, सर्टोली सेल्स का फंक्शन क्या था, दैट वाज टू प्रोवाइड दी न्यूट्रिशन टू दी स्पर्म्स। ठीक है, स्पर्म्स को न्यूट्रिशन प्रोवाइड करना। जैसे ही स्पर्म्स बन गए, दे आर गोइंग टू एम्बेड देयर हेड इनसाइड दी सर्टोली सेल्स, ताकि उनको सारा न्यूट्रिशन मिल जाए। अब क्या होगा, न्यूट्रिशन मिल गया स्पर्म्स को, आफ्टर दैट परमिएशन विल अकर, परमिएशन। बच्चा बाड़ी, अगर आप लोगों को जब तक वर्ड्स याद नहीं रहेंगे, उस प्रोसेस को हम बोलते क्या हैं, टिल देन यू कैनॉट रिमेंबर द होल प्रोसेस। इट विल बी गुड इफ यू विल रिमेंबर द वर्ड मीनिंग्स। ठीक है, आपको वर्ड मीनिंग्स याद रहेंगे, सो इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू आंसर द डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, परमिएशन दैट इज प्रोसेस ऑफ रिलीज ऑफ स्पर्म फ्रॉम द सेल, बिकॉज ये सारा काम कहाँ हो रहा था, दैट वाज अकरिंग इन द सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल, दैट इज प्रोसेस ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्पर्म एंड द प्रोसेस ऑफ मैच्योरेशन ऑफ स्पर्म, वो सारा कहाँ था, सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स में। अब सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल में से स्पर्म हैज टू कम आउट, उस प्रोसेस को हम बोलते हैं स्पर्मिएशन, दैट वी कॉल इट एज स्पर्मिएशन। क्लियर? Fine. Process of spermatogenesis starts at the puberty due to increase in the gonadotropin releasing hormone. This is gonadotropin releasing hormone, that is GnRH. ठीक है, तो जैसे ही ये वाला हार्मोन रिलीज होता है, हाइपोथैलेमिक हार्मोन, ठीक है, हाइपोथैलेमिक बॉयज के हाइपोथैलेमस में से जैसे ये वाला हार्मोन रिलीज होगा, that is gonadotropin releasing hormone. ठीक है, जैसे ये हार्मोन रिलीज हुआ, the process of spermatogenesis, that is the process of formation of sperms will start. Now this is the flowchart which I have prepared by myself. That is pituitary gland is going to release the gonadotropin releasing hormone that will work on the production of two hormones, that is luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. तो हम बोलते हैं gonadotropin, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Luteinizing hormone, they are going to work on the Leydig cells, because Leydig cells in future they are going to produce the एंड्रोजन. ठीक है, तो ल्यूटेनाइजिंग हार्मोन की तरफ से जैसे ही उनको सिग्नल मिलेगा तो लाइडिक सेल्स दे आर गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस द एंड्रोजन. फॉलिकल स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन्स दे आर गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन द सर्टोली सेल्स, एंड द सर्टोली सेल्स will help in the nutrition providing to the. Okay, now comes the next thing. Luteinizing hormone, it works on the Leydig cells, okay, so that it can stimulate the secretion of androgen hormone. जैसे ही एंड्रोजन हार्मोन रिलीज होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा तो स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस प्रोसेस विल स्टार्ट. Sertoli cells, it works in some of the factor of spermiogenesis and also in providing the nutrition to the developing sperm. So this is the figure. Actually there is a issue. यहाँ पे सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट पे एन आएगा. ठीक है, स्पर्मेटोगोनियम, उसमें से कुछ प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स बनेंगे, उसका होगा मियोटिक डिवीजन. ठीक है, मियोटिक डिवीजन से बनेंगे सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स. सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट का वापस मियोटिक डिवीजन होगा, स्पर्मेटिड बनेगा. स्पर्मेटिड का डिफरेंशिएशन होगा, डेवलपमेंट होगा, ग्रोथ होगा. ठीक है, स्पर्मेटोजोआ, दैट इज स्पर्म्स विल बी फॉर्म. एंड मेक श्योर दैट यू विल बी रिमेंबरिंग दैट स्पर्म्स आर ऑलवेज haploid structure. Fine. Now comes the structure of the sperm. It's very easy. It is having the head, neck, middle piece and the tail structure. Okay, so this is how the structure of the sperm looks like. Head portion. Okay, in this head portion on the upper part there is a acrosome. Okay, this acrosome will be having enzymes. Good morning, Divyanshu. Hi, Merry Christmas. Yes, by the way, students, I forgot to tell you Merry Christmas. Fine. Acrosome के ऊपर होता है enzymes. Then there is a head portion. Head portion के अंदर दूसरा part आता है nucleus. That is actually containing the chromosomes. ठीक है. Then comes the middle piece. Middle piece में centriole होता है, mitochondria होता है. Function of mitochondria is to provide the energy. Then comes the tail portion. Tail में होता है flagella. Okay, and outer is the tail sheath that helps to movement of the sperm. Okay. Happy Merry Christmas. Yes. Now, head portion में it is a haploid structure. It is having haploid nucleus. Acrosome, it is a cap-like structure and it is having many enzymes. Enzymes कौन से होते हैं? Hydrolytic enzymes. Okay. Middle piece, it is having the mitochondria that is going to provide the energy for the movement. Now, from seminiferous tubules, the sperms are going to release secretion of epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate. This will all, the secretion of all of them will be there. That will help in the maturation and motility of the sperm. Semen that is released, the white fluid that is released from the penis, that is containing the seminal plasma along with the sperm. Okay, so only the sperms are not only released, along with these sperms, the seminal plasma is released. Okay, the function of all this is maintained under the hormone called androgen. Now the accessory organs का semen जो that are producing the semen उनका देखते हैं. Seminal vesicle, it is producing 60% of total ejaculatory volume. जितना भी volume is ejected out of the penis, of that 60% is released by the seminal vesicle, 20% is released by the prostate gland, only 10% is released by the bulbourethral gland. Because bulbourethral gland का एक और काम होता है provide the lubrication to the penis, so that it will be easy for doing the process of ovulation. Fine. Collection of accessory glands is 90% of the semen volume and 10% are only the sperm. So when there is a the releasing out of the semen from the sperm, from the penis, in that 90% is the semen and only 10% are the sperms. Okay, because I was a bit busy in the my project work. Okay, no problem. So the pathway we have already seen. Now let's learn about the gametogenesis in the female. Just wait a second. Okay, fine. Ram Ram Ashish. Good morning. So you people are very late. We have already discussed so many portions of the human reproductive. No problem. Just wait a second. Let me check 2 PM वाले lecture में क्या है. Yes. In the 2 PM lecture we are having our discussion on the human health and disease. So anyhow we are going to cover this chapter in this lecture itself. Okay, चलो कोई बात नहीं, थोड़ी बहुत हमारी गाड़ी भगाई देंगे हम. तो अब आता है गैमेटोजेनेसिस इन दी फीमेल, दैट इज फीमेल के अंदर किस तरीके से ओवम बनता है. प्रोसेस ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मैच्योर फीमेल गैमेट इज कॉल्ड oogenesis. Okay, तो oogenesis इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ फीमेल गैमेट. तो ड्यूरिंग एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज, तो जब फीमेल चाइल्ड बॉर्न होती है, गर्ल चाइल्ड बॉर्न होती है, तो इन दैट गर्ल चाइल्ड इटसेल्फ, in each ovary there will be so many oogonia. ठीक है, millions of gamete mother cell, that is oogonia, are always there inside the ovary of a newborn child. And us, Ratmesh, Divyanshu, why don't you join us on Unacademy? Pranita, Divyanshu has joined us on the Unacademy. He is coming in our class. Yesterday also he was there. He came late, but he was there. Okay. So now the okay fine. तो oogonia मतलब जैसे फीमेल चाइल्ड बोर्न होती है, गर्ल चाइल्ड बोर्न होती है, तो इन दी ओवरी देयर आर सो मेनी ऑफ दी फीमेल गैमेट मदर सेल्स. ठीक है, दे स्टार्ट देयर डिवीजन एंड दे विल एंटर इनटू द प्रोफेज 1 ऑफ द meiotic division. Because we have learned that meiotic division में प्रोफेज 1, मेटाफेज 1, एनाफेज 1, टेलोफेज 1, देन प्रोफेज 2, मेटाफेज 2, एनाफेज 2 एंड टेलोफेज 2. तो जब फीमेल चाइल्ड बॉर्न होती है, ठीक है, गर्ल चाइल्ड बॉर्न होती है, उस टाइम उनकी बॉडी के अंदर प्रोफेज 1 तक का meiotic डिवीजन हो चुका होता है. दैट वी कॉल इट एज प्राइमरी. तो व्हेन द गर्ल चाइल्ड इज बॉर्न, शी इज ऑलवेज बॉर्न विथ मैनी मिलियंस ऑफ द प्राइमरी oocytes. अब सारे के सारे प्राइमरी oocyte आर नॉट गोइंग टू रीच अप टू द अडल्ट स्टेज. सम ऑफ देम विल बी डिस्कार्डेड. नो मोर oogonia आर फॉर्म्ड और एडेड ड्यूरिंग द लाइफ टाइम. पूरी लाइफ टाइम में अब और कोई oogonia, दैट इज गैमेट मदर सेल, दे विल नॉट बी फॉर्म्ड एट ऑल. जितने गैमेट मदर सेल के साथ गर्ल चाइल्ड बॉर्न हुई है, दैट ओनली आर गोइंग टू वर्क इन दी होल लाइफ. Now The primary follicle, it is primary oocyte surrounded by the granulosa cell. Okay, large number of follicles get degenerated from birth to puberty, that is till the age of 12 to 14. ठीक है, जब तक फीमेल चाइल्ड गर्ल चाइल्ड अपने प्यूबर्टी स्टेज डेवलप करे, तब तक many of the follicles, large number of follicles get degenerated. Then only 60,000 to 8,000 follicles are only left. Millions में से 60,000 80,000 only left. You can think that कितने सब कुछ left हो जाता है, तो सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है. Hello Prabal, good morning. I join ma'am class daily, but not whole class. Yes. दिव्यांशु की अटेंडेंस, प्रणीता की अटेंडेंस, इन दोनों बच्चों की अटेंडेंस डेली होती है. प्रबल भी अब आने लगे हैं. So, is this clear to you or should I increase the color? Today this problem has been made by me. Fine. Secondary follicle, primary follicle gets surrounded by more layers of granulosa cell and nutheca. तो primary follicle, उसके ऊपर ही granulosa cell की layer थी और उसके ऊपर layers आ गई. It has formed the secondary follicle. ठीक है. Now tertiary follicle, that is secondary follicle characterized by the fluid filled antrum. ठीक है, तो ये secondary follicle बन गई. Secondary follicle के इधर there will be the fluid filled cavity that will be called antrum. तो ये वाला जब structure बन जाएगा, that is you can identify easily the antrum, उसको हम बोलेंगे tertiary follicle. Fine. Ma'am, are you Pranita, are you there? Yes, good morning Praval. Yes, Pranita is there. Fine. So you can see that primary follicle, ठीक है, primary follicle से secondary follicle बना. secondary follicle से पहले बनेगा Graafian follicle. ठीक है, Graafian follicle का फिर Graafian follicle से हो जाएगा ovulation, that is release of the egg cell. secondary oocyte condition में, secondary oocyte condition में ovulation हो गया. Then this Graafian follicle is now going to get converted into corpus luteum, because अब Graafian follicle का तो कुछ और काम है ही नहीं. Okay, so it will get converted into corpus luteum, and this corpus luteum it will get degenerate later. Yes, Pravala, I have made the Telegram group. I should share the link, right? Just wait a second. You are not there for so many days, that's why you are not knowing Praval. No problem, I am just sharing the link. So Praval, students, I have shared the link to join my Telegram group. Okay, have all the updates of my live classes or anything else. Kindly click on this link. Praval, you were not there जब मैंने Telegram group बनाया ना. Telegram group बनाया ज़्यादा दिन नहीं हुए, almost 1 month ही हुआ है. Okay, so you can click on this link and you can join my Telegram group. I need to go. No problem, Pranita. You are free to go. We'll meet again at 2 p.m. Other students, please be connected. Link I have sent. दिव्या गुप्ता से देखो लिंक आया है. Or if it is not visible, students, kindly share. Anyone please share the link of my Telegram group. नहीं आया. आया देखो 11:57 पे मेरा मैसेज है. दिव्या गुप्ता के नाम पे मैसेज मैंने भेजा है. दिव्यांशु और दिव्या गुप्ता में आप कंफ्यूज हो गए होंगे. 11:57 का मैसेज. माय डीपी रिकॉग्नाइज मी. Okay, so theca is divided into two parts, that is inner theca and the outer theca. At this stage of tertiary follicle, primary oocyte completes its first meiotic division unequal. तो प्राइमरी oocyte था वो अनइक्वल डिवीजन कर, इससे बनता है सेकेंडरी oocyte और पोलर सेल. ठीक है, तो ये जो सेकेंडरी oocyte बना है, एट दिस स्टेज द ओव्यूलेशन विल अकर. सेकेंडरी oocyte वाले सेकेंडरी oocyte अलॉन्ग विद द फर्स्ट पोलर बॉडी. ठीक है, तो इस स्टेज पे क्या हो जाएगा, ओव्यूलेशन. फाइन. नाउ Rahul, did you got the link or not? Okay, fine. So secondary oocyte retain the nutrition rich cytoplasm of the primary oocyte. प्राइमरी oocyte का जितना भी cytoplasm मतलब nutrition rich cytoplasm होता है सब कुछ secondary oocyte ले लेता है, because in future it will be needed by it is surrounded by the new layer which we call it as zona pellucida. Fine. Tertiary follicle changes into mature follicle, तो हम बोलते हैं Graafian follicle. Okay. Then there will be rupturing of this Graafian follicle will occur at the secondary oocyte condition, and this process we call it as ovulation, and it occurs on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Bye. Thank you for the awesome class. Once again, happy Christmas, ma'am. Thank you so much, Devanshu. Same to you. Okay. Bye bye. We'll meet again at 2 p.m. So this is the last figure that we are discussing right now, and then we are also going to end our class. We'll meet again at 2 p.m. right? 2 more minutes are there for our class. So primary oocyte के साथ the female structure male girl child is born. ठीक है, the secondary oocyte और first polar body इस stage पे क्या हो जाता है, ovulation हो. Okay, and then if the secondary oocyte will come into contact with the sperm, so at that moment it is going to complete its second meiotic division. Okay, जिसके थ्रू वो ओवम बनाएगा और बाकी के सारे पोलर बॉडी. Fine. So this is how it occurs by the process of so this is the structure. You can see primordial follicles, multilaminar primary follicle, secondary follicle, then it gets converted into Graafian follicle. Okay, or the secondary oocyte is here that will be released during the process of ovulation. So here is the difference between the spermatogenesis and the oogenesis is given. So I don't think so that there is a need of discussion. Okay, now comes the menstrual cycle, and we'll have a very quick revision on it. It occurs in the primates. Okay, menarche is the beginning of the menstrual cycle, and menopause is the ending of the menstrual cycle that occurs at the 45 to 50 years of age. Then key points, it repeats after 28 to 29 days. Okay, menstrual cycle events from one menstrual to the next menstrual. Okay, it lasts for 3 to 5 days. Ovulation, it occurs in the middle of the menstrual cycle, that is on the 14th day. Okay, and during the menstrual cycle the endometrium layer gets shades off. It occurs when the ovum is not fertilized. Okay, that is the female will not become pregnant. If the menstrual miss, then the chances of pregnancy are there, but that are not always the chances. There are other chances like the stress, poor health or hormonal imbalance also. Fine. Let me come on the diagram. Yes, this diagram which I was talking about. Let's have a very quick review on it. Fine, so you can see that during the menstrual cycle, at the starting stage, the FSH they are at very low level. FSH और LH का दोनों का लेवल इंक्रीज होता है ऑन दी 14th डे, है ना. ये वाला जो बीच वाली लाइन दी हुई है ओवेरियन इवेंट्स के अंदर प्राइमरी फॉलिकल, सेकेंडरी फॉलिकल, ग्राफियन फॉलिकल, मैच्योर फॉलिकल बना, ओव्यूलेशन हुआ, then it is going to get converted into corpus luteum, and later it will going to get degenerated. When the ovulation is occurring, at that moment the level of estrogen in the blood is very high. Estrogen, LH और FSH, इन तीन का hormones का level एकदम high होता है. That's why the female are feeling very energetic during the 14th day or in between the menstrual cycle. But later, if the fertilization will not occur, so the level of progesterone will increase and the level of little bit estrogen will decrease. Okay, so that's why females start feeling very low, and then the degeneration of corpus luteum will start, and the level of all the four hormones, that is LH, FSH, estrogen and progesterone, इन चारों hormones का level एकदम decrease हो जाएगा, and जब वो decrease हो जाएगा, then the new cycle of menstrual will begin. Then it will be read for 3 to 5 days, and the whole cycle will repeat itself for each and every. That was all about the today's lecture. So my dear sorry that we are not covering the whole chapter, but my already 2 months before वाले सारे videos are already there in my playlist. Kindly go through that videos and cover the rest of the chapter, part of this chapter from that videos. Okay, so only few part is remaining, only one or two topic was left. No problem, but we cannot continue right now. Till then, bye bye bacha badi. We meet again at 2 p.m. and at 2 p.m. we are having our discussion on the human health and disease. Okay, till then, don't forget to make use of the code BG007, have the 10% discount in your Unacademy subscription amount. Okay, till then, bye bye everyone. Thank you.